Horror here, author DL Tillery, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, how about you press that subscribe button, give this video a like, and ring that bell so you know I'm uploading new videos. I am here to do an announcement for the channel. I want to let you all know that I am going to be doing a spin-off of Barrett Laurie's CGL, which is the Critique Group Live show. But it's going to be CGLH, which is Critique Group Live Horror Edition. So I'm going to be hosting that show live once a month starting the end of January, which will be happening the last Sunday of each month starting in January. I will be taking submissions, but it's one person per show, so we can focus on the one guest. The breakdown of the show is planned to be, we're going to do the chat and Q&A. Then we're going to do the little excerpt from the horror writer, but it has to be a unpublished work because of copyright issues that so happens to show up. We didn't know that this was the case, but we found out that it is the case. So it has to be an unpublished work that the writer would be reading from. All the info you'll need will be in the submission application that will be coming out. I will be doing a video on that closer to the closer to the end of this month. So please look out for that. It'll probably be in a shorty, and I'll have a link in this video as well later on because it's probably not going to be ready by then. But it's going to be any writer or story that is horror based. It has to be a tragic based story. With it's like heavy things can be in it because the people that's coming to the show or like the guests in the chat, you need to be 18 or older because this is definitely going to be like you have gore, you have like adult situations as far as like certain murder scenes, things like that. So definitely keep that in mind. If you are squeamish, if you do not like horror, you wouldn't be on my channel, I don't think, if you don't like horror. If you can't handle gore and horror, then you want to steer clear of this show. Things like that, other situation stuff, words that I probably can't say on YouTube because I'll probably get flagged. Those type of stories, horrific stories and horror-based stories. But of course, I'll be able to tell this when I get the application of what you're going to read, and then you have to submit the work to me for me to have a copy of it so I know what you're going to be reading. And then we will have a critique session after the guests would read their excerpt. So that would be a critique from myself, and also they can get like critiques from the people in the chat. So that, and then, people who come across the video later can always comment their critique and stuff like that. Also, it'll help get some of the writers' names out there. That's what I'm hoping for. And yes, to help more horror writers. Of course, I'm definitely pushing to have horror writers of any ethnicity to submit. So I would hope that would make sure that the people from all walks of life would be willing to submit, feel comfortable in submitting. Because of course, just like any other part of life and any other type of career, there is issues with, people not getting representation in certain areas, because it still happens on YouTube as well. We all know that, especially even in AuthorTube and HorrorTube and BookTube. So we definitely want to make sure that everyone gets represented. So people of color, please do submit as well. I want to point those things out because they are still a thing. It's still a thing that occurs, and it's terrible that it does. Hopefully I help some writers get their names out there more and other people interested in things. And horror is such a wide range. It gets a bad stick, just like erotica does as well, because there's something for everyone. And I don't think anyone should put down someone's genre that they chose to write in or think them weird or creepy or whatever other perverted or anything else along those lines because of something they read or write. And why would you care? Like, if you don't like those type of things, just don't like them, but you don't get to judge others based on their likes. So Yeah, no, not here, thank you. Look forward to CGL Horror Edition starting the last Sunday of January and going forward. I really look forward to doing this. And I will be taking submissions starting the end of December. I will be putting up another video that will have the application link in it for you. Stay scared.